more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready. Drill green.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Shot, 17. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Red, cycle.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Rager, the man in motion. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Curley. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Moore, the man in motion. They will run for the first time here with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zamir White, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Lance. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Curley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Moore, the man in motion. Levis on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Lance looking to change it up. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up.
Let's go. 6. Mega. Hut, hut.
Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Gibbs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore. 59 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Green Jack. Ready.
Lance now on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first down, Lance. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Williams, a man in motion right. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Fight. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Ready,
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he's going to take it in for the line. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off play action. Curley. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Rager, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Loose inside the 30. Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Rager, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 79 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Curley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And it goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 3rd down, Curley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass.
He understands what mistake he made. That's what the coaches are going to want to.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He's airing it out.
Right there, didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield.
Operating from the gun, Curley. He's got the connection to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it. Oh, look at this play call. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
Smith, red. Set, cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Pause, red. Ready.
On play action, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Field, black. Cut.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curley. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
They're making it look easy.
To throw on 2nd down. Curley. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch, yellow.
Another run for Gibbs here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Curley. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to come here back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Curley. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this is going to remain a one.
Anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one,
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Cam Akers, 47 yards. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lance now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Hut.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll give this to Akers running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake. Curley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Lance going to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Slide through.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so they can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Here it is. 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Lance. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Lance going to try to throw for this. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on second down. Curley, he's got Rager. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check right. Hut.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Okay,
so danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long.
Blaster, stay.
Now Lance. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Able to find Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's Levis.
Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Clock at 30 seconds. Second and 10.
Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's going to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
5 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This from 51 yards for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Ready. One final try now for Lance.
He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bears, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.